Welcome to Definitely Not Funny. Actually, the least funny person I know. Okay, well, welcome, Jason.
Thanks, Jack. Do you get nervous?
I do. It's okay. This is my first interview that I've done since May.
You have your podcasting voice on right now, and it's
You hate it?
it's unnerving.
It's not comfy.
I'm working with it.
This is the first interview I've done since May.
Really?
Isn't that crazy?
What have you been doing?
Just solo episodes. Well, I recorded a bunch of interviews in May, and then I released them over the summer.
Releasing them.
And then I've just been doing solo episodes ever since I got to Boston.
Is that just because there's no interesting people in Boston?
No, that's because I haven't reached out to any yet. And I'm like I don't know. I'm kind of liking solo episodes. Because I'm realizing the shows that I like to listen to are people who do solo episodes.
Really?
Yeah, I like those more than the interview ones. Is that weird?
I just don't really, I don't know. I don't listen to many podcasts. I listen to like the news podcast.
Okay.
Like What's News.
Yeah.
And that's kind of it. So I don't know. In my head, I like the when I used to have TikTok, I liked the Dave Portnoy.
Oh, you don't have TikTok. You're so cool.
Yeah, I deleted my TikTok, but it's still up there. Although I think I'm private technically, so no one can see me. Anyways, I would always watch. I loved the Dave Portnoy, whatever, Josh dude, and Chicken Fried.
Oh, the best friends.
Yeah. I thought they were hilarious.
Okay, so did you listen to their podcast?
No, but I'd watch little TikTok clips.
Little clips of that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But they're just kind of like chopping it up.
Exactly. I like the Chit Chatty podcast. I listen to podcasts as entertainment. I don't like listen to them for news or anything.
Yeah, but you can't really chop it up with yourself. Maybe you can.
You underestimate me, Jason. I understand that. So then I think, like, do I need a co-host?
Yeah, me.
You want to be my co-host?
Yeah.
Really?
Can we?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll let you be my co-host, but you have to be willing to do episodes every week.
Okay, what are we going to do the episodes on?
We can pick different topics.
Okay.
And we can talk about those topics.
I only live 2 hours away from you. You can come up and we can do them together every week.
Well, no, we could just do it over Zoom.
Is that fine?
Yes.
Okay.
You just need equipment.
Ooh. I think this is where our career...
Well, we could do it without equipment. It'll just be a little, like, worse quality.
Yeah.
But that's fine. It won't be bad quality. I've done Zoom interviews where it's been totally fine. I have a software service that I use that's not Zoom.
I don't know if I'm ready for a podcast career.
Okay, then fuck you and don't pretend you want to be my co-host.
I would love to be your co-host. It's just not where my life is going right now. At some point.
Okay, what if I don't want you to be my co-host?
I don't like that. I can't tell what's real and what's not. Is this like for the bit?
Just keep talking.
Like, what's the bit?
There's no bit.
The podcast is the bit.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know what the right answer is.
Okay, do you want to talk about your trip to New Zealand?
Yeah, I do. Sure, I'd love to.
Okay, let me pull up my questions for that. I forgot to pull them up. That's my bad.
See, I would never go into podcasting with someone as unprofessional as this.
Oh my God, Jason.
If I was like, I don't know.
If you were a real guest, I would have printed out the
If
questions.
I was Mariah Carey on your podcast, and this was happening, I would look at my manager and say, I'm leaving.
Okay, well, you're not Mariah Carey, which is why I didn't.
I'm going to ASMR while you pull up the things.
Okay. Stop. Okay, so Jason went to New Zealand for Jason's my little brother. He's about to be 22, which is crazy. He'll be 22 in 2 days when you guys get the episode.
It's coming out on my birthday?
It's going to go out on Tuesday.
You said 2 days. My birthday is not in 2 days.
No, I know. It's in 2 days for them.
Okay.
So, not for us. For them.
Okay.
It'll come out in 2 days. Your birthday will be in 2 days. So wish him a happy birthday. Because he's going to be 22. Which means he's a real boy. Because right now he's still like a little boy.
A 21's a little boy?
Yes. Because like you're just able to drink.
Yeah, that's fair.
You're fair. Like a little boy. But then once you're 22, you're like in your 20s.
When they're like, oh, you just turned 21. Like,
yeah.
You think it's like fun? You're drinking.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that was like 11 months ago though.
You've only been drinking for 11 months?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good.
I actually don't drink. I'm a serious athlete.
I don't drink either.
I don't put that junk in my body.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
People are going to think you're serious about that.
Really?
Yeah.
Not serious. Not serious.
Cut. So you're a senior in college, and you went to New Zealand for your first quarter, this past quarter.
Yeah.
To like study abroad, but you weren't studying. You were just working on a goat farm.
Sort of. Yeah.
Do you want to elaborate?
I can elaborate.
Okay.
So, yeah, I decided not very popular decision for people to skip their senior falls, but I was just like, I want to do something cool. I want to do something that was not academically like directed nor professionally directed. And so I was reading one day that there was like a 5-to-1 sheep to human ratio in New Zealand. And I knew I wanted to like go abroad. And I was like, shit, I should go work on a farm in New Zealand. They've got tons of sheep. Like, they probably need me. I heard it's beautiful and all that. So whatever. Then I like floated the idea to one of my friends while we were drinking alcohol.
Because you drink.
Out at a party.
That you were invited
that
to.
I was not just invited, hosting.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Pretty
sort
cool.
of. My frat was hosting.
Okay. Oh, it's in a frat.
And he was like, yeah, I'm in. Like, let's do New Zealand. I was like, fuck yeah, okay. Then I was playing Settlers of Catan with another friend of mine who was about to graduate and was telling him about this plan to go to New Zealand. And he was like, dude, can I come? I was like, yes, please come. Like, that'd be awesome. And then this summer, while we were like planning the trip, one of our fourth friends, or our third friend of mine, reached out to us and he was like, guys, like, I'm off in the fall. Dartmouth's got this weird like quarter system, so people are off at random times, but he was like, guys, I'm off in the fall, can I please come? And we were like, hell yeah, Jeremy. Like,
hell yeah, Jeremy.
we were like, we need you. So
why'd you need him?
We were just three. We were just a little trio.
Oh, it was gonna be awkward.
Yeah, what if like
someone was gonna feel left out?
Yeah, what if like Brendan and I were hanging out all the time and Ben was just kind of like doing his own thing?
Yeah.
Or like, yeah, like when
Threes
Ben
don't work.
Like when Ben and I were making out, like who's Brendan gonna make out with? Like,
it's only so many times he could just jerk off. What was the game you guys did where you had to like, you wore those white t-shirts?
We did. Yeah. It's oh God, it's so stupid. It's the multiples of 6 challenge. So in 24 hours, you do 6, 12, 18, and 24 of like 4 activities. And you like assign which activity is going to be the 6. And which is going to be the 12, which is going to be the 18, which is going to be the 24.
Is it the same for everyone?
No, you can like
pick your own.
Yeah, like you can pick it based on your specialties.
Okay.
Your strengths and weaknesses. So, the activities are miles ran, beers drank, donuts eaten, and then number of times jerked off.
So what'd you pick?
So I did 6 JOs, 12 donuts, 18 beers, and 24 miles.
In how long's the time period?
24 hours.
Did you run 24 miles?
Yeah, but like I could go.
Not all at once.
Yeah, so I kind of fucked myself because we sort of decided to do this last minute, kind of on like we were talking about doing it, and then
you
realized,
wear a t-shirt and you write down each of those.
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
That's cool.
But it was awesome. We were in Queenstown. We had just like gotten back from a big hike, and we were like, fuck it, like this is probably the best time that we'll be able to do it. I had already ran 9 miles that morning. So I could either choose to start the clock that morning when I'd started the 9 miles.
But you hadn't been doing any of the
But
other
I
activities.
hadn't been jerking off. I hadn't been drinking beers. I hadn't been eating donuts. So I was like, fuck, I gotta
run again.
I gotta run again and start the clock now so that I can catch up on these other activities.
Yep.
So then I ran 13 miles that afternoon up a mountain. It was pretty crazy. It was a beautiful view. But then we like went out in Queenstown that night. Went like from one bar to the other. We got really drunk. I don't want to say this on camera, but
you don't have to say it.
I drank 16 drinks that night.
Why don't you want to say that on camera?
Okay, I don't know. Like, what if mom sees it?
I don't think mom will be mad that you drank 6.
Okay, it was over the course of like, It's from like
10 hours.
7 to it was probably actually from like 6 to 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like 8 hours.
That's 8 hours. Two
drinks
beers an hour.
2 drinks an hour. Yeah. Because that's how it broke down for sure.
So you had to get to 18 beers.
Yeah, and so like.
So you cranked out 16 that night.
We just decided to like go out. It was an awesome night. We went out. We drank a lot of beer, took a couple shots, went to some bars, and then my friend Ben and I were walking home, and Ben was like, "Oh, like I really want some McDonald's," and there was a McDonald's open right there. We go to McDonald's, and Ben is like probably blacked out at this point.
Okay.
I'm still pretty aware of what's going on, but like I've also drank 16 beers.
Yep.
So.
But you're sick, so it doesn't matter.
But I'm sick, and like I think I've eaten like 10 donuts at this point. Also.
How many donuts did you have to do? 12.
12. Maybe I only had 8 at this point. Donuts were probably the easiest.
Donuts are small.
Yeah, we also got like the smaller donuts.
Like if you get like a small donut, it's like this big.
Yeah.
You can kind of house those.
Yeah. Especially like after the run.
You could do like 6 in a sitting.
I was just like beer donuts, and we decided we needed some protein. And so our friend got us 2 rotisserie chickens.
Just to split for the 4 of you?
Just like as dinner.
Oh my god.
Well, it was 5 of us because at this point in the trip, one of our friends from school had come out. She was a girl, and she was the one who really wanted to do the challenge. She thought it was like really funny, so she did it with us. It was awesome.
Good for her.
Yeah. But so anyways, we're at McDonald's, and long story short is that Ben picked a fight with these 2 New Zealand guys outside.
Oh my god.
One of them was like saying how we looked younger than we were, and then like started.
How did they know how old you were?
Because like they were like, "Oh, how old are you guys?" And they're like, "How old are you guys?" And we're like, "Oh, we're like 21 and 20." They're like, "No, you're like 19." And then like one of the guys got in Ben's face, and then Ben just like straight up clubs this guy with his hand.
Oh my god. And Ben's like this like sweet little boy.
Ben's like, yeah, he's like freaking awesome. Very
freaking awesome.
Yeah, very kind. Like, isn't going out and picking fights with anyone. And he was blacked out, so he doesn't remember what the guy said to him. I didn't hear what the guy said to him, but the guy said something
that set him off.
And like Ben doesn't get set off all that easy.
Damn.
Yeah.
And then what happened? Did you guys get in a fight with them?
Yeah. So Ben was like beating this guy up. They were short. The guys were like 5'7", 5'8", maybe.
Okay.
So Ben and I were both like, I'm like taller, and Ben's probably a little bit taller than them. So like,
yeah,
it was a very easy fight for us to win. And so Ben was just like had like gotten this guy on the ground and like was holding him down. The other guy like kept trying to like
a real fight.
Get in. I kept throwing the other guy off. I wasn't really throwing hands. I was just letting Ben like
do his
thing. But then a car pulls up on us, and these 2 big guys get out, and they're like 6'5", like buff bouncers. That I guess are just like coming home from work, like stopped and like broke up the fight, and we started walking away.
Good for them.
Yeah, it was kind of annoying.
Oh, I'm sorry your fight was ruined.
Well, hey, I didn't throw any hands, which Ben was mad about.
He was like, why didn't you help me?
Yeah, he was like, what the fuck, bro? But we were walking away, and then I started like really chirping them.
The 2 guys?
Yeah, because they had like said something to us, and we're walking away. Oh, and at this point, Megan, the girl that we were doing this challenge with,
yes,
had like found us.
Oh my god.
And so she found us like,
and she's like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah. She found us mid-fight. But so we started walking
away.
If
I went up and I saw my guy friends in a fight, I would leave. I'd walk away.
She's super chill.
Okay, well, I guess I'm not.
But then I chirped them. They chirped us back. I kept chirping them. Then they chirped us one more time. And Ben, who's holding onto his McDonald's fries and McFlurry, throws them on the ground, sprints back to them.
Oh my god, and starts fighting them again?
And like a fury, like tries to club them again, misses the kid he's trying to hit, hits the bouncer. The bouncer gets pissed, grabs Ben, puts him in a headlock, and like is like, dude, like I'm gonna like kill your friend. Like this is fucked up. Like, fucking hit me. And I was like, no, like don't. Like he didn't mean it. Like he wasn't trying to hit you. Like he's crazy. Like let him go. And at that point, I'm like, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So did you take Ben home?
Yeah, Ben and I walked home.
Does Ben like lose points for that?
No, that was
in this
awesome.
challenge? Oh, okay.
That made the challenge better. Meanwhile, our two other friends, Brendan and Jeremy,
This is why it's good that there's 4 of you.
this is why they're good that there's 4 of us. They were just like at a bar hanging out, like getting drinks, the 2 of them. And then we find out the next day they're like, did we smoke a cig last night? And they're like, yeah, like it tastes like it. And they go, oh my God. They had found a half smoked cig on the ground and like picked it up and started smoking
Ew.
it. So gross.
Ew.
Yeah. So the question was, what was a bigger party foul? Mine and Ben's fight, or Brendan and Jeremy's floor sig?
No, Brendan and Jeremy's floor sig.
Right?
The floor sig, for sure. That's disgusting.
That's fucked up.
Because, like, you getting in a fight is sort of like par for the course. Whatever, you guys got in a fight. Whatever.
Well, everyone was fine. Like, Ben had
But then, like, there was no...
Ben had a couple cuts on his nose.
I believe that.
Yeah.
But there was no reason to pick up the cigarette off the floor.
Yeah.
Like, that's ridiculous.
But now we kept our, like, white shirts that we would keep the tallies on, and, like, Ben's has, like blood on it.
Oh, my God. Did you guys win? Who won?
We totally won.
Did
the fight? Oh,
no,
the challenge.
the challenge.
No. Brendan was the only one who finished it.
Good for him.
Yeah, he had to work hard to get the 6.
Oh, no. That's terrible.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Okay, well, that sounds like fun, though. I'm happy you went to New Zealand.
Me too. If that's all I take away from there,
Then it's a special place.
Then it's a win.
It holds a special place in your heart. Okay, wait, what did you do to, like, stay? I feel like having a lot of unscheduled time can be hard. What did you do to, like, sort of stay on schedule and, like, keep a routine?
Yeah, so it helps that I think one thing that I did every day was run.
Yep.
And that was always the first thing I do every day, because whether we were working or traveling or like adventuring, like there was not time in the day for me to run.
Yeah.
So if I wanted to get my 9 miles or whatever in, like a lot of times I was waking up at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And then I'm out the door at 6:10, like going for my run.
Yeah.
Especially when we were like camping and stuff. As for throughout the day, like when we were working, it would be like whatever, wake up, run, then we'd work for like 2 hours, have lunch, like work for like 2 or 3 more hours, then we'd have the afternoon to explore the areas.
And what would you do, like, working wise? Can you explain?
Yeah,
like,
so
your woofs.
So there's this website called Woof. It's called World Workers on Organic Farms. Connects you with like all these weird like businesses, sort of more like properties. Kind of just these random people make accounts and they're like, hey, we'll house and feed you if you come work on my property for like 3 to 4 hours a day while you're traveling in New Zealand. And I think the website operates in like other countries too, but so we found 4 people that would do that for us. The first was a goat farm. The second was a winery. The third was a Buddhist retreat center. And the fourth was this guy had like a property on an island. And the island had like a total of like 50 people. Yeah. So while we were working, it was a lot of just like wake up, work, explore,
Hang out.
Yeah.
Did you like the other people at the woofs, or were they weird?
It depended where we were.
Like, how many people would there be at each woof?
Like the winery, it was just the 4 of us working and the owner.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
Yeah. The goat farm, it was just Brendan and I went early to work on the goat farm. So it was just the 2 of us, and then this woman from Sweden and a girl from New Zealand, and then like a German girl was in and out.
So just like 5 people.
Yeah.
So it's not like 25 people.
No. The Buddhist Retreat Center is a little bit more people.
Yep.
Just is a bit bigger, and it's like more of an organization rather than just someone's property.
Yep.
But there's really only like 8 woofers total. Okay. Yeah, and like it's cool. There's people from like all over. I mean, it's New Zealand, so like everyone's pretty European. There's a guy from France, and these 2 girls from Germany, and this other girl from France. Like the Swedish girl. There was a girl that was from like Colorado Springs, which is where my friend Brendan's from too. So like
That's fun. What would you say are some of your biggest like takeaways from the trip that you want to bring into your life back in the States?
wow.
Jason didn't want me to do like a serious episode.
I
I had a really good episode idea and he got mad about it.
What is the good episode idea?
The one where it's like talking about like how you're preparing for a big transition from college to the real world.
I think that's like one question at the end of this episode.
Okay, we'll get there.
Okay.
Keep going.
It's not a full episode's worth.
Okay.
Okay, so what was the question? Things I'd take away from New Zealand that I'd like to incorporate in my life
Yeah.
now. I guess to start with like the tangible things, I would, when I'd go for my runs, I would like listen to like a new album every day. And that was inspired because something we did when we would hike, we'd like each download an album and then like.
And you'd all pick the same album?
No. Like we
Each
had a
person would
speaker.
download
So like
one.
I downloaded an album that I then played for my friends like for 45 minutes on our hike. But then Jeremy
That's fun.
had downloaded
Jeremy.
an album. Yeah, sorry. Jeremy had downloaded. We can't call him Jeremy. Ben mispronounced all of our names, so like he would call Jeremy Jeremy. He called Brendan Brandon.
How do you mispronounce yours?
He said Jason fine. I think that was okay. That was pretty straightforward. I mean, so are the other ones, but
Jeremy.
Yeah.
Jeremy and Jeremy. Okay, Jeremy. Anyways,
Okay.
you would download the albums.
Yeah, so that was cool and like was a great way to explore new music, and so I think I've always been kind of like since I've gotten back, I've wanted to keep listening to like new albums every day, or at least often, asking other people like what music they're listening to and if they recommend any songs or albums. Jackie recommended me to the Jonas Brothers.
He
Pretty
loved
good.
it.
It was pretty good. Yeah.
It's a good album. You guys should listen to
Yeah,
it.
it was
If
awesome.
you haven't yet.
And so like that's cool. Like trying new things like that, or like explore, like getting into like, you know, going a little bit deeper than like, oh, this like song is good.
Yeah.
Like I want to know like the album. Like, you know,
And
I was
more.
listening to the Taylor Swift podcast yesterday,
Yeah.
and the person, it wasn't Taylor Swift getting a podcast. It was like
The Daily talking about Taylor
Yeah.
Swift.
I sent it to my mom, and then she made us watch the Eras tour.
And it was
movie.
so fun.
It
You
was
only
great.
took 2 naps during it.
And I feel like I didn't miss anything.
No, you didn't. You did great.
But like it's just cool to I feel like the context that I don't know, it's just cool to listen to the album. I don't need to get douchier than that.
Okay. That's great.
So
So that's what you're going to do?
well, that's like
That's
a small like
That's
tangible
your
thing.
takeaway from New Zealand?
But,
that
like-
you want to listen to more music?
That's like a small thing that I would like to do. Same thing with like we'd also like always like surprise each other, and with like snacks on hikes, like we call it like mystery snack.
Oh, that's
And when
fun.
it was like mystery snack time, we'd all stop and like eat whatever one of us had brought for everyone else.
That's fun.
It was super fun. It's like something that I do want to keep doing.
You didn't give me any mystery snacks while you were here.
Maybe it's still coming.
Maybe it's coming. It's just a surprise.
mystery. Yeah, it's a surprise.
Okay.
And so like one time like Jeremy made Jello at the hut.
Did you know he was making Jello?
No.
He made Jello and brought it.
He like he brought the Jello supplies, and then when we got to the hut, he like made it, and because it was so cold at the top of these mountains, like there's snow, he could put it outside in like the snow, and it refrigerated it. And so it solidified. It was crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, Brennan brought like bagged pickles.
It's kind of fun.
Sometimes we bring like cookies, like it's kind of like fun shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little surprise mystery snacks.
Yeah, it was awesome. So I think like that, as well as just kind of like when you're living out of a car with 4 people, you know, it's not necessarily a question of like, what do I need to do? It's like for myself, it's like what do I need to do so that like the car is ready? And
like
so,
everyone in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's like if I finish packing, it's like, all right, I'm taking the trash out. I'm like making sure the Airbnb that we just stayed at is clean, like all that. Or like if like Ben, I don't know, if Ben like needs a hand with anything, like, and I have a free hand, I'm like, yeah, I got you. Like kind of like a cool team mentality when you're like truly living out of a car.
Yeah.
It's like the 4 of you and that's it.
Yeah.
it's like we joke one of the people we spent a lot of time with in New Zealand was my cousin's cousin.
Who's not actually our cousin. It is
Yeah.
our cousin's cousin.
Yeah. Not blood related, but is awesome dude who listens to the podcast. Shout out Ben.
Shout out Ben.
Yeah.
And Rachel.
Of course. They
Those are my New Zealand listeners.
They're freaking awesome. But Ben was like, one of his friends was like, "Oh my God, there's 4 of you guys? I thought there was like only 2." And Ben was like, "No, they're like a hockey team. Like they like
just keep
sub
rotating.
in and out, and like they keep rotating, and like it only feels like there's 2, but really there's 4. But they kind of all just sort of like act as one."
You're one singular unit.
Yeah, and so we joked that we're like a hockey team where
Aww.
we would interact with someone, whether it's at a bar or just like at a hostel or wherever. And let's say Ben's telling a story or like in a conversation, and I'm like brushing my teeth in the background. I come in and like pick up where Ben was, and Ben goes and brushes his teeth.
That's so funny.
And it's just like the person was in the same conversation with the same person.
Wait, so are you so excited to see them when you go back to
I'm
school?
so excited. Well,
You won't see Brendan.
I know. I mean, hopefully, yeah, Brendan's got to get a job. I hope I don't see Brendan. If Brendan comes up to visit Dartmouth, jobless, I'm gonna send him straight home. But I'm like so excited to go back to school and see them and to have had this like weird experience with them.
Yeah.
We're all like, I'm gonna walk into like.
Were you like super close with them before you went or no?
I thought that they were all like those 3 guys. No offense to the other fraternal people, my other fraternal brothers. Like those 3 guys are 3 of the coolest people that like I knew before going to New Zealand.
Damn.
And I mean, like we all were into
So you got in with the cool kids.
We were all into like super different things. Like I run a lot. Brennan's big into acapella. Ben is like does like a lot of CS and is like a snowboard instructor and all this. And then Jeremy does like he's on like ski patrol, and so we're all like heavily involved in different organizations. And so we never spent much time with each other on campus. But then once we came out to New Zealand, it was like, fuck yeah, like
The boys.
like this is awesome.
That's exciting.
So it's gonna be awesome when I get back to school and it's like I go down to the frat basement and Ben's playing pong with like a girl and like it's 2 randos. And I'm like, yo, what's up, Ben? And then I go and I like play like a meme song that we listened to in New Zealand.
What's a meme
on the
song?
speaker, like a Young Gravy song or Hotline Bling mariachi version.
What does that mean, meme song?
Like we would play it to kind of like mess with each other.
Okay.
Like Banana Phone.
That's a stupid song.
Like a stupid song. It's like a song that like I would put if
It's a song that like boys think is funny.
It's like stupid and funny and like
Uh-huh.
annoying, and like if I were to put it on while Ben's like trying to like impress a girl,
He'd be like, fuck you.
he'd be like, oh my fucking God.
What are other things like meme song that make me more of a millennial because I don't know them?
I don't know. You know the difference between like camp and chuggy.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't need to define it for the audience. If you know, you know.
Okay.
And if you don't, then you're chuggy.
Okay.
What do you mean? Like, not off the top of my head, no.
Okay. That's all. Okay, so your takeaways. You're going to listen to more music.
Mm-hmm.
What was the other thing?
Well, I just feel strongly about like the team mentality and like.
Okay, we like team mentality.
Like whether you're like living with someone or like working with someone. I think like
thinking of it like a team. I like that.
Yeah, it's just like if you recognize that everyone's trying their hardest, like it's like not that big of an inconvenience to do like one small thing to help someone out. That's ultimately gonna like help everyone
make
out.
A big difference. Yeah.
No, so like that's like a cool mindset that I've had. The biggest one though, I think I and feel very like not like anxious anymore.
Why?
Like I never really like had horrible anxiety or anything, but in New Zealand so much shit went wrong.
Yeah.
And so much shit was unpredictable, whether it was like something like weather or something like our car breaking down or popping a tire or running out of gas or yeah, like or like we didn't get to the campsite until like 10 p.m. It's like when you're like alone in a foreign country, just kind of like traveling, shit goes wrong, and like at the end of the day, everything is okay. Like
You're fine.
like everything is fine.
Yeah.
And like I realized that like I don't get that like anxious like self-doubt or like questioning feeling anymore when we were like in the plane to go up to skydive,
Yeah.
and I was like nervous, but I wasn't like holy shit I'm gonna die, or like holy shit like what if like my harness is loose or anything. I was kind of like I was like, oh my god, this is about to be fucking crazy. And I was just like sitting there like looking out the window like whoa.
Yeah.
And then we're like sitting on the edge like about to jump, and I'm just like, all right, like here we go.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just like,
I guess it's like you're giving up that idea of control.
yeah,
And sort of accepting that like you can't control everything and things are going to go wrong, but that things going wrong is okay.
and I can like control how I react when things go wrong.
Yeah.
Like if the harness was loose in the skydive, I could have like squirrel suited it and like done a couple flips and like saved myself and landed in the water.
Okay. But no, I try really hard with like my anxiety. I try really hard to control all the variables so that things won't go wrong. But I think what you're saying is another perspective of looking at it as like, you don't need to control all the variables. Things will probably go wrong, whether or not you're controlling the variables. And more often than not, things will be fine if they go wrong.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Nice.
That can be my key takeaway from
Nice.
New Zealand.
Wow. Wait, I'm so happy.
Now, do I need to go to New Zealand?
Yeah, I think you need to go skydiving now.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not going skydiving.
Yeah. It was you should. Well, you went to Norway.
I did go to Norway. I loved it.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
The thing is, this is also after, I feel like I had that realization after I like was trying to control everything with our schedule.
Yep.
Because I will say I like made a 30-day plan.
Yeah.
Where every single hour in each day
Was planned out.
I knew what we were doing that hour.
Yeah.
But like I realized that was good to have. It was going to be impossible to do that.
Yep.
And like things were going to have to change. And as long as you have that like directional mindset of like, okay, we're going to be doing this hike on these days or whatever. It's like maybe we like have to shift that around to like the day before and the day after, because like we can't control weather.
Yep.
Like we'll do that and we'll figure it out and we're gonna have a great time. So yeah, I guess like the mindset of like no matter what, we're gonna have a great time. Yeah,
I love that.
it was cool.
Make every day the best day.
Yeah.
Aww. Fun. Okay. Well, do you have anything else you want to talk about?
What else?
They're kind of like boring questions. Like, what other hikes did you do? Were you scared to go skydiving?
Wow. So you put a lot of thought into this interview, huh?
I did. I told you I'm out of practice. I haven't done an interview in over 6 months.
Maybe this is the one that blows up.
This is the big one.
This is the big one.
Okay.
Everyone wants to hear about
Jason
Norris's New Zealand trip.
Probably.
The thing that's annoying is that, so I like, let's see, the last time I was in school was June.
Yeah.
I took the summer off like most people do and like did an internship.
Yep.
Like in San Francisco. So I was kind of like distant from everyone's minds then, because like, oh, like he's in San Francisco, like whatever.
Yep.
Then I go for 3 more months when everyone's back on campus in the fall to New Zealand. And not to mention it's like the time differences change. Like I'm on the other side of the world. Like I am not on campus at all. And I also chose to skip the cross country season to do it.
Yep.
And so people are like, oh my God, Jason Norris, like, are you still like on the track team?
You'll be like the new kid coming back.
Be like the new kid. Yeah. It's kind of like intimidating.
No, it'll be kind of fun.
It'll be super fun.
You'll have like new kid smell.
Yeah. I already feel like a little new kid, because the other thing about New Zealand is that, again, I'm young, like I'm 21. We talked about this.
Yes. Well, about to be 22
Exactly.
in 2 days.
Everyone in New Zealand that was like traveling like we were
Was older.
because
Yep.
most people that go to New Zealand that are our age are studying.
Yep.
And so we had a couple weekends where we were in university towns, and like I met like a girl from the UVM track team.
Yep.
And I was like, that's pretty weird, but like
She was studying there.
yeah, like she was like at like doing a study abroad, but we were like working abroad. And
Yeah.
so we were interacting with these like 30-year-old people who were dope. They were cool, but like we're like interacting
In a
with
very different life
like
stage than
30-year-olds. We're like going out to like bars with them. Like I'm used to like going to a frat basement, closing
like a 19-year-old kid.
with like a night, yeah, like
Yeah.
with 19-year-olds all around me, like closing my eyes and like dancing at a rave, like
and oomsing.
yeah. Oh, that was a great time. We were like at a bar, and Ben and I go and sit down. Ben and I had a couple of nights out that are just like, we had some very great moments. But so we'd always like joke about like Ben and I going out. We were like playing doubles, like tennis.
Serving each other up.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
But so we had like some very funny interactions with different groups of people throughout New Zealand. One was we were like talking with these two girls. They're asking us questions. This is in a university city. They're like, oh, like you guys from the US, you're from the States, like what are you studying? And Ben looks at them, looks at me, looks at them, looks at me again, and he goes, I study dance. And just starts like fist pumping and like dancing
and sing.
yeah
Oh my god, what did they think? Were they just like, what is wrong with you guys?
I started dying laughing. They were like is he being serious?
They were like, we asked a very normal question.
It was so funny. Oh my god.
That's absurd.
But then then another night that weekend we were at a bar dancing, and there's like these two girls we were dancing with. It was me, Ben, and Brendan. And Brendan was so pissed because this one girl just kept screaming Taylor Swift into his face, like belting the words of the song that was on.
That's me.
And Brendan was like so pissed off for the rest of the night. He was like, that girl is so annoying.
Oh my god, that's what I do. Is it really annoying?
It was like in his face. Like it doesn't have to be all that loud, you know?
Okay. Well, I might have
Just
done
like
that
you can
before.
like be having fun, but it's not like you shouldn't be giving someone a headache.
Fair enough. Okay, whatever. I definitely didn't do that before.
Yeah, so like that was like, I don't know, this one time Ben and I, this one was bad. Ben was like, oh, like we should go like talk to these girls. They were just like sitting down at a table, like chatting and sipping on their drinks. This was MO6 night. This was the fight night.
MO6?
Yeah, multiples of 6.
Ah.
And this is the fight night. We like go and sit down. I think I told you this story. We go and like sit down next to these girls, start chatting, like whatever, and then I like
What'd you do?
I like tried to like fix my chair or something, and I like pushed like some weight on the table,
Okay.
and shook all of their drinks. They spilled.
These poor girls are just trying to hang out with each other, and you two
And
come over.
And me and 15 drinks deep Ben come over.
Oh my god.
Shake the table.
Knock all their drinks
fall
over. Did you buy them all drinks?
They go, we're gonna go to the bathroom. They go, yeah. We go, yeah, we're gonna leave.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Jason. That's so bad. That's so
It
bad.
was really bad. I felt so bad.
That's okay.
And we left, and then we saw them outside, and we were just like,
We're like, don't, you can't see us. You can't see us. We can't see you.
oh my god, that was so bad.
That's really funny. Oh no.
What?
Okay. Well, so what are you like most excited for going back to campus?
I can't wait to see all my friends.
Aw.
I'm so excited. I'm going tomorrow.
That'll be so fun.
For New Year's. We're like all going to, middle of nowhere, New Hampshire.
Are you guys like just gonna be like at your like off-campus houses?
We'll we'll probably do a little pregame.
Rent a cabin.
Oh no, a cabin.
Cabin.
No, we're gonna go to, let's see, we're gonna do our off-campus house. We'll do a little like pregame probably, then go grab dinner. Then I think we'll pregame more, and then do a bar crawl of all like the local bars that are not ready for it,
That's fun.
because there's like 40 of us that are gonna be there.
That's fun.
And so we're just like gonna go and pack it and like be all over the place.
There's
and
multiple bars.
they're like restaurants, but they all have a bar.
I have a bar. Okay, so
Yeah.
you can turn it into like a little bar crawl.
Yeah.
Wait, fun.
Yeah, I'm super excited.
I have no plans for New Year's. Is that embarrassing?
No.
Okay.
It's
I'm
like
not too pressed on
because
it.
all your friends are like gone, right?
Everyone's out of town.
Yeah, that sucks.
Literally every person is out of town.
But like a couple of my friends wanted to go down to New York for New Year's.
That's where everyone is.
It's like, really?
Yeah.
It would be fun, I guess, but
New York or New Year's is chaotic.
I don't know. I've had 6 months of dancing in bars with random people.
Yeah.
Like I want to go
Be with your friends.
have dinner with my best friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe one year I'll go to New York.
I did New York for New Year's like every year in college.
Yeah.
And it was, except for senior year. And it was chaotic
Yeah.
every time. And it was fun, but it was like a lot. I don't know. Am I like washed up? I'm having an existential crisis.
I don't think you can either be washed up or you can be wise.
Okay. I can be wise. I like that.
Like if you let yourself be washed up and it's like, oh, like I'm like not doing anything for New Year's.
But maybe I'm just wise. Because I could, if I really wanted to, hang out with like very loose friends.
Or go to New York.
That's true.
Like if you really wanted to, you could
I
have
could
done
just
that.
go to New York with everybody.
But there's a reason that you didn't. And why? Because you like didn't do something, or are you gonna make that time like just kind of lame? Like you can go like do something fun, like go hang out with mom. Like it's not lame to go hang out with your mom on New Year's.
I can't. She has a party she's going to.
Go with her.
No, I'm not invited.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. You might be washed up. Holy shit.
Right? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll get you an invite.
It's okay. I don't need to go. I'm wise. I'm just going to chill, get a good night's sleep, go to the gym in the morning.
No, go do something like cool.
Like what?
I don't know, run. That's a good plan. That's a good plan.
You know what like Tinks did one New Year's Eve? She
What?
said there was like a New Year's Eve she had no plans.
Yeah.
So she like got super witchy and like made like manifestation lists and like did like spells and like charged her crystals under the full moon and did all
That's
that stuff.
Weird. That's not wise or washed up. That's like
That's the weird, the third W.
Yeah, that's the third W. No, you should make like a yummy dinner and like
I could do that.
Like I don't know, play some good music, just like hang
Okay.
out, like have a good time.
Watch a movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds awesome.
That'll
all,
be
like,
fun.
The performances or whatever.
What?
Watch all like the performances. Isn't that a thing?
Oh, I guess there's performances.
I don't know. I've had some pretty like lame New Year's in the past. It's not that lame though. It's just pretty chill. Yeah.
I've had some chill New Year's, but I know I've had some chaotic New Year's. Like really bad. I have a lot of crazy New Year's Eves. But I just am not interested in that anymore.
You're wise.
I'm wise. It doesn't serve me.
No.
Like being around a bunch of like coked up kids isn't like doing it for me.
Oh, it's not.
Who knows? I'll probably still.
I think you'll find yourself.
I think I'm
somewhere.
gonna end up going out. Yeah.
You will find someone somewhere.
Well, one of my friends, he's going to this party, and he said I could go. I just don't know anyone else there. It's just him. So it's like a friend of a friend is going to this party where it's $150 a ticket.
Oh, don't go.
And he's going with his friends. Exactly.
Don't go.
I'm kind of like, I don't need to pay $150 to go to this party when I could just chill and go to bed early and like watch YouTube videos.
Yeah, it sounds awesome.
And have a nice read my book.
I'm trying to read my book all day.
Okay. But I disturbed you by doing a podcast.
Yeah, but then I also took a nap and
Okay.
was just kind of like after my run today.
Yeah, just Zen mode.
Yeah.
Okay.
More like vegetable mode. You know.
Fair enough.
Like all wiggly.
How do I be more wise and less washed up?
Find things you like. Find things you like.
Okay.
Like, it sounds like the things that you used to enjoy, they might not be your cup of tea.
Yeah. So I have
And
to
if
find
you-
like new things.
And if you keep like trying to hammer those things, that's what makes you washed up.
Yep.
That's the you know, the guy who graduated last year is playing pong in the basement.
Yes.
That's washed up. But if you're like, I don't know,
Like I want to join a tennis club.
if you join a fucking tennis club, that's
That's
like,
kind of cool.
like, yeah, like I'm not drinking tonight at, you know, I guess you don't really drink, but I'm not like going out tonight because I played 2 hours of tennis with my like new friends this afternoon or this morning.
I like that.
It's like, that's sick. And that's, you get way more return on that than like drinking at a bar. You know?
Okay. So that's wise.
Yeah, just
I
find,
can do that. I like podcasting.
yeah, to keep freaking podcasting.
I will.
Like, I do like that you've stopped. I like that you've stopped. I guess not stopped, but like the individual podcasts are good
Yeah.
because I think that is like a testament to that you just like doing this. It's
Yeah.
It's not like you trying to like get famous.
No, it's just fun.
Yeah. That's great.
And I have these 2 girls that listen. You guys know who you are. I don't know them
Really?
personally. Their names are Sarah and Emma. I also have other strangers that listen.
Really?
I have strangers that listen, Jason.
Guys, thank you.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, but Sarah and Emma have been, I don't know how they found me, but they found me like long ago.
Oh my gosh.
Like when I started.
They're here for you. They're here to stay.
They like all my stories. I DM them sometimes. Like they get so excited. I remember I was DMing Emma about like her invite and how she's gonna figure out like an invite date. One's international, one is domestic.
They're not friends.
No, they don't know each other.
Oh.
No, they don't know each other.
Wow.
They don't know me. But they listen to my podcast.
Oh my gosh.
And they always like and comment on all my stuff.
Are they like high schoolers or
They're like college girls.
Wow.
How cool.
Nice, Jackie.
Thank
Here,
you.
microphone cheers.
Cheers. But so it makes me happy because it's like, okay, like I'm doing this episode and like Bubby's going to listen to it and like Dad's going to listen to it and like a couple of my friends are going to listen to it.
And the Tombses are going to listen to it.
And the Tombs are going to listen to it. But our New Zealand cousins.
Although when I was there, they said that it was funny. They were like asking about you and
What did you say?
and I was like, oh, like she's great. Like she just moved to Boston from New York. And he was like, like I'm not there yet in the podcast. She's still in New York. He was like, no spoilers, no spoilers.
That's awesome. Yep. Nope. Well, we're back in Boston. And yeah, so it's like exciting to know that like those people are going to listen to it.
That's cool.
And that
That's
they
really
like it.
cute.
And so,
And me, I listen to some of them.
oh,
I just don't listen to podcasts.
yeah, you made that clear. So that's fine. I'll let you have a get out of jail free card for that one. But yeah, so it's fun doing it, and we'll see.
Cool.
Okay,
Bye.
bye, Jace. Thanks for coming. Do you have any questions for me?
Oh
wait, my final question. I've already asked you this before because you've been on the podcast before, but I have to ask every guest at the end of each interview. What advice would you give to your 16-year-old self?
I wonder what I said to myself back in the day.
Well, you can find it.
We can. To my 16-year-old self, what was I doing when I was 16? 16-year-old self, I was. I like where I am now. I don't know if that's what I had to do to.
So then you could tell your 16-year-old self like you're doing all the right things.
I would tell my 16-year-old self to. Yeah. I think my 16-year-old self doubted himself a little bit and like his decisions, but I think like have confidence and like go with your gut, because you are doing the right things, and if you were to like listen to yourself more and take your good ideas and pursue them, like kind of like the whole thing about like trusting that like the outcome's going to be good, like it's going to be good if you like pursue it, and if you feel something about yourself, like you're generally probably right, and so why doubt that?
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye. Bye, Jace.
Bye.
Did you laugh? I didn't.